recording. Okay, welcome everyone to our team get together on April 25th. Just a couple announcements that I just wanted to make sure everyone saw all the upcoming road shows. So the next one is May 4th in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you know anyone in Georgia, have them go. These road shows are amazing. Connie's been to one. Shelley, you've been to one. Anyone else have they been to you guys yet? I don't. Oh,
Anaheim was awesome.
Michelle was that one. That's how Michelle and I met. But okay, so they're heading around the country. So make sure you guys get to them, or if you can invite guests, if you know anyone close to the cities. I mean, they'll join once they've gone to these road shows. So May 11th, St. Louis, Missouri. June 1st, Nashville. I'd like to go to that one just because I'd love to see Nashville.
I'm in.
That'd be fun, huh? And then the latest two that have just been announced are August 3rd in Philadelphia and August 17th in Indianapolis. Okay. So is that close to you guys?
2 hours.
Oh, yay. So you guys will be going, right?
I am.
Kristen and I are going.
Absolutely.
Maybe Diana, if you talk her into it.
Yeah, and Diana will just have to go too. You guys will have to just grab her and
Yeah.
if we can't see her, then I can pick on her. Her picture's not on there.
Come on, Diana. You got something to say, girl.
And then convention on October 3rd through 5th. Everyone's going to convention.
Yeah.
Got my ticket.
Oh my gosh, awesome, you guys. We're going to have so much fun. And then 2 keynote speakers, which is amazing. Les Brown, who is huge, and Todd Falcone, who is also amazing. And he's so easy to listen to, Todd Falcone. So convention is going to be great. So the more teammates that you guys can get to go to convention, the better. Because, you know, go to these events and it just instills belief, and, you know, they say, you know, when you show up, you go up. So it's huge to go to convention and everything. So that's kind of the announcements. Oh, and then don't forget Judy's contest. We're doing live videos. I've done a product one, so I still have to do my biz op one.
Yeah,
So,
me too.
Who's else has done them?
I did a product. I got to do my business
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Same with me. Same with me.
Michelle, have you done one, Michelle?
This is my chicken look.
Okay, yeah. You gotta put on your big girl panties and pull them up and do it.
Real, I swear.
Especially since you're, I mean, gosh, such a, you know, public speaker and stuff.
I know, you think I could get some video.
Yeah. I tell you, like I always say, the hardest part is pushing the go live button. As soon as you conquer that, then it's not so bad. And you know, if you guys ever want to do it together, I'll be happy to do it. Because that's easier too, because then you're just kind of chit-chatting with each other. Hey,
really good videos when you have input from other people doing it.
And you can just kind of talk back and forth, so you're not just looking at your screen and talking to yourself, you know, because sometimes, you know, you can overthink it, because that's happened to me. But you just, you know, just be yourself and just your own personality, and don't take yourself too seriously. And it's really not that bad, right, Karen?
No, it wasn't. I actually talked my daughter into doing one too, so she did one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Connie, she hasn't done one yet, so she has to do one.
Go Connie. Go Connie.
I've done a lot of lives. I just haven't done anything on HempWorks.
Okay, well, do you want to get into Judy's drawing for $500?
Yeah.
Kristen?
To buy my plane ticket to convention.
Exactly. So just do a product live video. Just
I'm
talking
dipping my
on
toes in by talking about like what's up with the CBD thing. So it's kind of my segue in.
Okay.
When does the contest end?
End of the month.
the end of the month, so the 30th. So we have 5 more days.
So get with it, Kristen.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
Karen.
gotta do 2 videos in 5 days. I only have to do 1 video in 5 days.
You?
Yeah, I still have to
Pressure. Pressure's on.
You have to do, well, to get 2 entries. If you do
Oh.
1, then you get 1 entry.
Yeah.
So either a product one, so you can pick 1 product or lump products together, or you can just do like your favorite product. And then the business opportunity one.
I thought you had to do both in order to get an entry.
No, that gives you 2 entries.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then you just copy the link and message it to Judy. I haven't done that yet. I have to do that. Send her my link to the one that I did. Okay. Oh, cool. Karen Pollock is getting on now. And so Karen Fowles, Karen Pollock is the one who's done home parties. And so she's going to talk.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Interested.
Yeah.
When is that?
She just texted me that she's getting on now. I've been, texting her, seeing if she can, join us because she works sometime.
Oh, yay. Awesome.
Yeah. So as soon as she pops on, we will have her tell us about how she does her home parties. Okay. So I'm just. And then I know, Kristen, you had a question about customer follow-up. So we'll chit-chat about that as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Michelle is doing a lot of events too, and kind of networking events. So maybe, Michelle, you can talk about that and share what you're doing with everyone. Yeah, because, everyone, those of you who want to do belly to belly and not so much social media, it's great that you guys can share, because I personally have been doing more social media than I have belly to belly. So let's see. Well, while we're waiting for Karen to pop on, Kristen, as far as customers, so as soon as someone orders, then what I do is I send them the how to take the oil that I have saved in the notes in my phone. Thank them for the order. If they ordered oil, then I send them the instructions on how to take it.
Okay.
Okay. And then
I had somebody order today that I don't even know.
Okay, so then definitely reach out to them, yeah, and thank them so much, and they're gonna need a lot of hand holding. Oh, there's Karen. There's Karen. Hey, Karen. So they're gonna need a lot of hand holding because they may have no clue, and so just that's great that you can thank them so much for their order, and let them know the benefit of them ordering from you is they have a personal contact now, where you can help them every step of the way. And you can even introduce them to the customer link where they get 3, friends to order off their link, then they get a free bottle. So you can share that with them. And then
Where is that at? Is that in there?
So yeah, in there, when they log into their customer account, they'll see it where it says refer 3. And yours.
Okay. And then there's a link there?
A link. So they click on that bubble, and then they'll get their link. Yeah. So it's all in their customer account.
Okay.
Okay. So you can share that with them, and then just check in with them, after they order, maybe in a week, check in with them to make sure that they've received their product.
Okay.
And then 2 weeks down the road, check in with them again and see how they're doing. If they have any questions, and then just put them on a follow-up plan.
Yeah. I thought about asking them how they like to be contacted, email or text or something like that.
Just all that
just so I can touch base.
Great customer service stuff. And what I had before, when I was doing It Works, I had a, like a, I don't know if I can see it, but like a recipe box,
Yeah.
you know, those little
Yeah.
black boxes with the index cards. And so you'd have every day of the month in there. And so you write all their info on the card, and then, you know, their all their contact info, what they ordered, when they ordered it. And then after you make the first contact with them, then take that index card and then put it a week from that date and put it in there. And so when that date comes, then there's that card and you know to follow up with them.
That's so awesome.
Good idea.
Okay. Yeah.
That's great.
And so do that with everyone. Yeah. And that just makes a really easy follow-up plan. And it's
Yeah.
all
Instead of
written
just
there. And then
looking at
you
your
just write
people
your-
going, "Oh,
to,
I think I talked to them. I can't remember."
yeah. And then just write your notes on that card, and it'll just be a wealth of information on what you've gone back and forth with and what they've said to you and everything. Okay, so does that help?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just kind of wanted to get like, especially the people that I've had 3 or 4 people that I don't know that are being referred by customers. So I was like, I don't even know these people. So
That's awesome. Okay. Okay, Karen, can you talk?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay,
So,
crap. Whatever.
So Karen, can you, since you've done home parties with HempWorks, can you
Yes.
just share it with everyone what your process is and how you do it, how you're doing them?
Sure. So I've done it a couple of different times. The first time I was invited by a friend of mine who sells Juice Plus, and a lot of her friends were inquiring about CBD and asking her about it. And she said, I don't really know very much, but I know I have a friend who sells it. I'll invite her to my home party with me, and then you guys can hear from her. So I set up a little table display and did a very short, brief presentation, like 10 minutes. Basically touched on the e-cannabinoid system in our body, the difference between hemp and marijuana, and then went over all the products. So, and some of the benefits, but of course trying to be very careful about what I can and can't say. But I just went through each of the products I had on the table, and then people asked questions. So there was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 questions, and then people were just mingling around, coming up to the table one at a time. And I think there were probably 10 to 12 people in the room, and I got 6 orders, and I tucked them all into a 4-pack because they'll save money that way. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
The next one that I did was another friend of mine who sells jewelry. It's the Grace and Heart silver jewelry, and she's a really good friend of mine. And some of her friends were talking about CBD because she brought it up to them, and knowing that I sell it. So she had a jewelry party at her house, and she invited me to come set up a little table. And this time I wasn't able to do a presentation. So what I did was took the 4 core products, the oil, the Relief, the Revive, and the Renew, and I walked around the room and asked everybody if they wanted a sample. So I started with the Relief cream and asked them if they had any kind of pain anywhere and would they like to try it. And I have little dipsticks that I got from a craft store, and so I gave them each a dipstick to either, rub it on. Some put it on their hands, some put it on their neck. Some people went in the bathroom and put it on their lower back. So everybody did their own thing. And then as I worked around the room, and there were probably a good 20 people at that party, I put that down and picked up the next product and walked back around the same way. Asked them how did they feel with the Relief? Did they feel anything? Did they notice any difference? And a lot of people were like, yeah, I can't believe how fast it worked. Some people said no, and I said, okay, well, let's try this. And I put the Revive and the Renew on the back of their hands. So I asked them all to put out their left hand for one of them, and then the next one I went around the room again and put it on the right hand, the other one. And then for my grand finale, I took the oil and birdie dropped everybody a few drops. And I said, I just want you to know what it looks like, read the label. No, I brought the cinnamon flavor. I said, this is what the cinnamon tastes like. We also have peppermint and natural. And so I just birdie dropped it under the tongue. Some people swallowed it right away, even though I asked them not to, whatever. And, you know, I just made it around the room. And then people were finding me to place orders. And I think I got, but this time I did it different. Oh, let's talk about the order process. When I was at the Juice Plus party, and then I did another one with a lady who makes purses and another lady who makes homemade candles. And she has a big, beautiful home, and there was lots of room to spread out. And that was more like an open house style. That one was okay, but not the same at all. People just kind of walked by and went, A couple people asked questions, but it wasn't as successful as the other two. But what I learned from that one and the first one is I have the app on my phone, and I was trying to process orders through my app. And the first couple, it took a while to get it to go because I, got the blue snap, and then something would unpopulate in a field and I would miss it. And it was just so stressful and time consuming. And so that was the first one. The second one, I brought my laptop, and I had problems with that too. And after 3 or 4, maybe 3 orders, it wouldn't let me place any more orders.
That's happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck? How, what? So, show must go on. So I learned from those two that when I did the jewelry party one, the third one, I made sheets, order forms, basically. And I just had them fill out all their information with their name, address, phone number, email, username, user ID, credit card, all that. And then I came home and did it the next day. And that seemed to work great. And then, of course, followed up with thank you for your ordering HempWorks email. I wasn't as successful with getting everybody to order 4 packs at the third one, but the first couple were easy breezy, like, wow, this is easy. And I was really surprised that I did not sell any bath bombs because they smell amazing. And now that I use them, oh my gosh, they're the greatest thing ever.
Mhm.
You guys
So-
haven't tried a bath bomb? Get bath bombs.
Have you done other bath bombs? See, I don't have anything to compare them with because I'm not a bath
Not bath bombs per se. I'm an Epsom salt girl. But I was just so impressed how aromatic they are, how they do not leave a single solid residue in your tub.
Right.
I was shocked. I know I saw the videos that others did, and they were saying that, but it was just nice to see it so that I could see it, what I saw. And my skin just feels amazing. They're just amazing. I wish they would somehow figure out how to incorporate it into a 4-pack, but or order more than one at a time. Because I just hate paying shipping separately.
Right.
But they're, I'm trying to chat everybody up about them, how great they would be for gifts, for everything. Mother's Day, graduation, bridesmaids. What do you call that when you go to
Bridal shower.
Bridal shower, yeah.
bridal shower, baby shower, all showers? They're just awesome. They're my new favorite thing.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
I'm sorry to Connie who hasn't gotten yours yet.
Yeah, I ordered mine right after they were announced at the road show, and they took the money, but I never got anything. And I emailed customer service. I never got a reply. So I thought there was
Do the live chat with customer service.
all right.
Because
I'll
since
try.
you're home and not working, you can get a hold of them.
Yeah.
And do that so you have someone right there looking it all up and stuff. Because if you haven't received it, something happened. Something
Yeah.
got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
And be prepared with your receipt of payment. Even attach that as a photo into them, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And they're really good about, keeping everyone happy.
Okay, now I want to order bath bombs.
Totally. I'm telling you, they're the greatest things ever.
My husband stole 2 out of my box because he loves them.
There you go. That's a great testimony. I know I have one left in my box that I'm like savoring.
Yeah, it's like a once a week thing, that was the thing that everybody was saying how expensive they were. And I said, but you don't understand what's in them. Not only the hemp or the CBD, but you've got the hemp oil, the witch hazel. I mean, they're just amazing for your skin.
They're right in line with good bath bombs. They are that pricey.
Oh, are they? Okay. And what about size wise? Are they like a good size?
Yeah, they're usually nice big round ones because I buy them for Corinne, and so the good ones are expensive. So when I checked out the price for these, I go, well, that's about what they are.
Okay.
Getting some more goodies in them, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to go off topic for a second, but I went to CVS the other day to go get something, and there's a whole big display of CBD products right in CVS. Have you guys seen that?
Yes.
One.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No,
I just want to stand there all day and just like hand out flyers.
Is it a company called? Is it a company called Medterra?
Well, there's a whole bunch in mine. There was Charlotte's Web. I took a picture, actually. Let me look. There was a whole bunch of different brands on there. I'm like, well,
Oh, I didn't realize they were doing all the different brands.
yeah, but it was all in one display. It was interesting. LMNOP photos. Here we go. Okay. It's new at CVS, CBD alternative or something like that. So let's see. We've got Sagely is one brand. Medterra, Charlotte's Web. I can't see that one.
I'll have to go down to my CVS and see what they have. See if they're all
There's
kind
like
of the
a little
same.
box. How do I use it? And there's no sublingual though. It's only topical and patches and sprays and roll-ons and salves. Curaleaf. It's another brand. I can't tell what this brand is, but it's a full spectrum hemp oil relief and recover. And there's a whole bunch of like, oh, here's another one, Strength Hope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all about the 30 to 50 range.
Okay.
Let me see if I can show you what this picture looks like. I don't know. Let me see. So
But
this,
all topicals, you're saying?
yeah. So this is what the display looks like within CVS. Hopefully you can see that.
Okay.
So just something to look at, look for. I mean, on the one hand, I think it's good because it is a little more mainstream and everything, and we just have to talk about how ours is better. So I want to do like a weekly meeting in my town at a consistent place and do what I just did, like educational samples and hopefully orders and signups. I'll talk about the opportunity, but not super formal, but make it fun, like a happy hour-ish kind of place. There's a place here that sells coffee and beer at the same place. I thought that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I would just want to be consistent, like, every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 or something like that. Just be there, be available, be set up, and then tell the shop owner, I'm going to be bringing people in, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then, get that marketing going within town. I'm a belly to belly girl. This Facebook stuff's hard for me. I'm just not
Yeah. Well,
not on it enough. I don't know. It's not popping like everybody. I guess I have to do a live though.
Yes. Do you want to get in on the $500? You already missed us talking about that at the beginning of the meeting.
Yeah.
Beauty's
I
content.
know.
So
Yeah.
along with the parties, I was thinking, what you can also do is, now that we have sample packs, is get tickets. And so when anyone asks you a question,
I did
then
those
give
at the
them a
party,
ticket.
actually. We did giveaways.
Okay, yeah. So then you can,
Packs and actually
yeah.
a couple of sprays I brought too.
Yeah. And so give away a sample pack or a spray to the person who brings the most guests, or,
Yeah.
all that.
And now we can separate the bath bombs and give those too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, possibilities are endless.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whatever you can think of doing.
Yeah, just remember when you're giving away sample packs to get their information to follow up, because I blew it on one of the parties. The lady won, and I made her, she won like a coffee mug, and I put some of the coffees and creamers in it.
Oh yeah, coffees.
Another lady gave a sample pack, and another lady picked a spray. So I'm giving all this stuff away. Everybody's all excited, and they leave, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to get their info. But they had mine. My business card was attached to everything. So
yeah, but you definitely want to follow up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Michelle Schaefer, she is a big networker and doing events, and so I'm going to have her talk to us about what she's doing, because she's a belly to belly person as well. So, all right, Michelle, tell us what you're doing.
I don't know anything else other than belly to belly when it comes to network marketing. So this whole online thing is pretty cool, actually. I'm kind of liking it, kind of get my feet wet with that. So right now what I do, I'm in the cannabis industry already, and I have a business-to-business networking group through meetup.com. And I've got a few thousand people that I kind of work with, and we hold meetings. I've been doing it since like 2017. But what I've noticed is that I've really kind of shifted gears with it and turned it into my little cash cow, I guess you could call it. I would suggest that everybody go to meetup.com, put cannabis in the search, your own zip code, CBD, a couple other keywords, things like that, and find out and look and see what comes up, what pops up. There's all kinds of groups out there, and there's just not enough really good quality people going to these meetings that are educated. And that's where I've really found a lot of, I've been doing it for a couple of years now. I was never a vendor. All I did was connect businesses and help them start their businesses and things like that. So I just kind of ran the networking group. But this last month was my first month as an affiliate with HempWorks, and I was a vendor at my own event. So it was really great. And I was like bombarded. My throat hurt, my jaw hurt afterwards. All I did was talk. I just couldn't, people were lining up to ask me questions. And the funny thing is that no other direct sales company has ever shown up at any one of my events, ever. If they did, they never said a word to me. But the first time I get to show up as a vendor, 2 other companies show up. So it was quite interesting the dynamics of that and what they say to people. And we're all super on target with who we are and what we got going on compared to some of these companies and what they're sending out there and who these people are. So it's pretty cool. It was kind of a cool thing to see there. But I would suggest everybody go to Meetup, and no matter where you live or anything, there's always groups. And if there isn't one, start one, because it's great. And I'm going to actually start we're going to branch off, and we're going to do CBD workshops that are not necessarily business to business networking, more on like, what is CBD? What does it do for you? And how do you get into the industry? Come on. Those are the ones I really want to focus on, but I do my networking one once a month. And it's really brought me a lot of business and a lot of opportunities and stuff too. You really connect with a lot of people that are like-minded, that really want to do something in the industry. So that's probably that. And then I've been just trying to, I'm on vacation. I'll be next week. I'm going to be at the cannabis event in Santa Rosa for a week, the Hall of Flowers. And then I'm on vacation after that for a couple weeks. But after that, so June's kind of a big month for me. I have like 5 home parties. I've got 2 vendor events. We've got 3 workshops, all kinds of stuff going for that. So I'll have a lot more to talk about after that, because I'll kind of have gotten my feet wet with a few things with my experience, but with HempWorks now. So I'll be able to kind of do that, but
Yeah,
I don't know what else.
that'd be awesome.
I'm in a couple of networking groups as well, business to business, and those are great.
Right. Here's another, maybe a little suggestion so I've been in real estate my whole life, my adult career life. And so it's really all I know. It's not really that cool and fun. So trying to get in the cannabis and that, it was kind of a different thing. But if somebody has like a hobby group, something that you do, maybe church, maybe a sewing, I don't know what people do, whatever your free time gig is, try to go to Meetup or go to some of these other places and see how you can integrate what you do with what they do. So there's maybe like try to approach somebody that's already doing events in another industry or something, like you were talking about your parties and doing it with people, with other network marketing groups and companies. That's good. So for me in real estate, I just made this thing up. I mean, I didn't really make it up. I just took my experience. I called some brokers and I said, hey, look, I'm in the cannabis industry. I'd like to come and speak to your brokerage about the cannabis industry and how it's affecting the residential market and blah, 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 and all these things. And I'll show you guys how to get in the industry, all kinds of stuff, right? Well, it's real simple for me because I know real estate. But then now CBD. So I'm just creating opportunities for myself. So that's the biggest thing. All I can say as far as like belly to belly stuff, everywhere I go, can I do that with you? How about if I do that? You want to do that? Let's collaborate. So I'm just like teaming up arm in arm with anybody that is out there doing something in any industry. And just by doing that, I mean, I've got so many opportunities. I'm hopefully going to be in a huge golf tournament in Orange County. I might have gotten my in on that. And then we're doing all kinds of like little booths and vendor stuff around here in town and stuff. And it's great. I mean, everybody hasn't gotten any bad feedback for people with us approaching them to come and do events and things like that so far. So that's been really nice. But like try to find something that you are interested in that you can, bring your business in with that and offer them a win for them to some degree in what you can offer with training maybe, or, collaboration or cross promotion. I'm kind of big on cross promotion with companies and stuff, like what I do on Instagram and stuff already for my Canna Connect and stuff. So that's when you approach another business owner about CBT and what they're doing, if they're like-minded, they'll be all over it. So, and they're there. You just have to ask.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you guys have any questions for Michelle on what she's talking about?
It's all. I had a question about the meetup. When you go to the meetup group, is that? And you said you're a vendor. Do you take like signage and stuff, or is it just, you're talking?
So. Yeah. So, well, for my meet, yes. So we have vendors that show up and they set up tables, displays, whatever their gig is, they set it up. For me in HempWorks, I set up a table, a display. I had flyers. I had all my brochures, my cards, product, and stuff like that. And then I had my, my table runner that I had made, and all my fun, candy and lights and all that fun stuff. So, and it went off really well. It was really great. Very well recepted. And the more knowledgeable we are, like we all are, about our product, it was real easy to debunk like this water soluble crap that's going around, this nanotechnology is better, all that stuff, if you just know the reasons why ours, it works so well. And nobody can say anything against our product. It was crazy awesome. And I don't even know everything about HempWorks yet.
I've been asked to not show up at some events.
So awesome. Isn't that great? You're barking up the right tree.
No, it's the state. It's because I'm in Ohio, and it's still illegal here.
Oh, I thought Ohio got with the program.
They passed in the Ohio Senate, they passed it. It's got to go to the House, and the governor's got to sign it. So it's like a 90-day process. End of summer, maybe.
Gotcha. And Shelly has started her own networking groups, just, picking a location and starting a networking group where she's the head of it. So Shelly, why don't you share how you got people to attend and how you advertise your networking group? if you can unmute yourself.
I can do that. I'm just, my grandkids are here, and so hopefully you don't hear them talking in the background. I've muted myself. But hold on one sec. Hey guys, I did have a network group meeting before, and I solicited participants from the people that I knew so they could represent their companies. But another way I used to get more people coming to the groups was using meetup.com. Michelle, who was just talking about that. And, basically with meetup.com, you go in and you can invite people to come, and you explain to them what it's about and what kind of people you're looking for. So it is possible to start your own group, and that might be something you can do in Ohio. Just start your own networking group. You could have it out of your house. Some people do that, or maybe meet at a restaurant, which is what we would do. Sometimes the restaurants want you to, sometimes they have rooms that you can use, but when you use the rooms, they want you to buy a certain amount of food to pay for that room. Sometimes you can just get a small place, like we used to go to a place called Cute Cakes in Escondido, and it was just a kind of a coffee shop bakery, and we would all get there at a certain time. We'd order breakfast or something, and so you want to look for the least expensive way to do it, if at all possible. But typically you want to at least buy a cup of coffee or have something to support the business. Unless they're charging you, like I said, for an extra room, which it's great to have the extra room because it presents a professional image, but do expect to have to pay, something to use the room, if anything, to buy food. So, it's good to have a networking group. You get to call the shots. You get to, decide who's going to be there. You come across as the authority, so people are drawn to you for that reason and probably would tend to do business with you more. On the negative side, you do have issues sometimes about, this person's always late, or why do you have two from this industry? So you really have to strategize it out and organize it so that you have as little disputes as possible. So great idea. I'm actually thinking about doing another one if I can find the time to do that. I have someone who's just opened up her own massage office out in Wildomar here, and I'm going to meet with her tomorrow and see if there's some way that we can coordinate my being over there. She's been talking about using the products, so then I've been thinking, well, maybe we could have a meetup group there that would bring business to her. So yeah, if you start it yourself, you're the one in control. People talk to you all the time, you get more well-known, so I would encourage you to do that as well.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
For location, that's the hardest part.
It is. It is.
It is the hardest part. When I started, I was spending $250 for the hotel banquet room thing every month, and then we were charging, and it's just a mess. And what I found, literally the best place are breweries.
Really?
Yeah, because they have these big square open, no, I'm not talking restaurant breweries.
Right, I know what you mean, yeah.
I'm talking about those mom and pop breweries where they just rent space and they have their stuff in the back, their big brewing and everything, and then it's
right
in the front. Yeah, because they want business. So if you go to their nights that they're slower or closed, then because we've brought a lot of business to the brewery that we're at. We are at a brewery in Riverside.
And we have a lot of breweries in this area, right, Laura? They're popping up all over the place. And what have they been charging you?
They're not charging me.
There you go. Hey, you go, girl.
Business to them. They're not charging me.
There you go. But do you get a private room, or you just kind of sit at a table within the brewery?
At this particular one, we actually lucked out because it's their slowest night of the week. So it's open. The brewery's open, but we just take over the whole place. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a great idea.
And my meetups have never been open to the public. They have been, cannabis industry strictly to business, and that is it. No riffraff, non-consumption events. And I just last month actually opened up to the public. So it was kind of interesting. We had some people like literally I've never seen before. Actually, my last meeting, I had 2 people I've seen since 2017 that I've known, and the rest were all new. It's interesting.
Yeah, that's what you do. I mean, you do meet new people that way, and there is a way you can manage it when you do a public meetup, because people will try to join. They say they're coming, they take a spot. So you have to be right on top of it. It's a big administrative issue at times too. So you're right.
You know, when I look at it different, I used to be all like crazy about that and, you know, this and that. And now I'm like, show up and have fun and talk about who you are and what you are. And the really ridiculous people, the negative people, the bad ones, there's so many good ones there that they just get lost. So I just don't even care anymore if, you know, what shows up, what doesn't, who does. So it just makes it a little easier on me. So I just keep it simple, find a place, and don't worry about who shows up, because there's 10 bad people that could show up and one good one that you really care about. And that's all that matters. And that will happen every single month.
Yeah, and that's a very good point. Again, but sometimes you'd have situations where you'd have 2 people from the same industry, and they're like, "Well, wait, I was here first," and so.
But I don't do that though. But we don't do that. So we can say, "Oh, if you're a realtor, you can't only one realtor," you know, or
right.
one.
And that's what I attempt to do.
We have like 10 CBD brands right all lined up all the way around with.
Yeah, no way.
But that's what this is. But that's what we're about. We're about just bringing it in, getting exposure.
Right.
And we do a lot of like training, kind of goofy stuff. I guess we'll be like, okay, tonight's 30-second elevator. Bring it, and we all stand up like goofy and talk and do our make believe thing, and go home going, oh my gosh, that was awesome. Anyway, I'm done talking. Sorry.
No, it's perfect. I mean, that's what I like. I like our meetings if there's not anything particular that we have to go over, just like chit-chatting and sharing ideas and, you know, running through ideas by each other and stuff.
I got a little story for you guys. Want a good giggle? It's so funny. I signed up my first affiliate the other day, and we met at Starbucks. I met her at one of my events, by the way, my last one that I just had in April. And I didn't have a sign in. I was late. People were bombarding my table. I was worried about my products. So I didn't do anything I normally do at my meetings. She left, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that girl is like, I forgot what I was telling you guys.
A funny story.
Why was I telling you? I totally got distracted with the bee. If I run away, it's a big black bee, you guys. I'm sorry.
You said you had a funny story to tell us, and then.
Oh, I can't even remember now. I'm worried about being stung. I'm sorry.
I think it was the first year. Okay, she's gone.
She's gone.
The bee one.
I'm so sorry. That was so lame.
It looks like a scene from the Three Stooges when you just did that, you know?
Okay, spiders and bees for me.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I have can I say, I have an issue. I just got deactivated by Square for my business. They sent me a little email and said, you can no longer use us because of the nature of the business, which I don't know how they ever found it out, because I've had Square for 5 years and it was under my other business name. Nothing, I never put any notes on there about CBD, cannabis, anything when I sell something. I have no idea why I was deactivated or how they found out that I was doing CBD. Anybody have that trouble?
No, I don't use Square very often. I mean, I have it, but
Well, like when I do events, you know, I mean, yeah.
But I saw you posted that in Judy's group, and a lot of them say that that's in their policies and procedures.
Yeah, but a lot of them, I ran into, I was on another group called HempWorks Vendor and Event Group, and there's people there that have Square. So I don't know, they're just picking, I don't know how they're picking people to deactivate, because some people just signed up with Square, and some people have been using it for years. Some people use the HempWorks name, Yeah, it's a strange situation, you know.
Yeah.
Can you
I'm
call
trying
them?
to find another way to process credit cards. I try to do mostly, if I do an event, I try to do mostly ordering on the computer, but then I'm limited to 3 or 5 orders before that shuts down and won't let me order anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
If you have all their info, you could call customer service and they could input the order for you. If
Yeah,
your web address.
but that's usually on the weekends and they're not there. And the other thing is that I tried to do order forms, but people just did not want to write down their credit card number on that order form.
Oh.
They just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Because when I was with It Works, I used to have people write it down all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the day and age now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that one girl's idea, you guys, that where she's in an event and she said, if you order right now on your phone or here's whatever, my iPad or whatever, you get a sample pack right now you can leave with it. So, and I
do that all the time. But
Yeah.
they limit me to 5 orders.
No, but she's saying that, so have the person order it off their phone.
Oh, yeah.
Their web address, and it's not yours.
Right. Order it right now off your phone and then you do it with them and everything. And then here you go. I mean, it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And Karen, I think in a home party, you probably won't have problems with people giving you your credit card information because they're used to doing that. But in an event, outside event, you might have more trouble. Have you
Right.
tried Venmo?
No, like I said, I just got this 2 days ago. So I'm searching for something else. Somebody said PayPal, maybe, but then somebody else said they got deactivated with PayPal. So yeah, I'm just trying to find out different avenues I could try.
You can.
I got 2 big events coming up in May. Big ones.
So you can try GoPayment, Intuit GoPayment. That's another one.
What is it called?
See that green one right there? It's
Oh, yeah.
GoPayment, Intuit.
Go.
GoPayment is the name of it on the App Store. It's a QuickBooks one. But I used to, that's the one I used before I had Square. And you'd scan the credit card and stuff. So try that one.
Okay.
You have a couple in your arsenal.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And did you guys see that we were the #1 fastest growing network marketing company in 2018?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Isn't that awesome? So you guys can promote that. So take that, all you other companies.
What was what was that award? What was that from? Do you know the name? Somebody asked me that today.
Let me see if I can find. Okay, you guys chat amongst yourself.
I have to tell you guys something. I got a call yesterday from a guy that I was doing. It was another network marketing company that I had done, I don't know, about 5 years ago. It was kind of like a family thing. We all jumped in. It was a vitamin drink thing. And he called me out of the blue years later. Hi, I just want to reach out to people I haven't talked to for a while, let you know about a new CBD vitamin drink and in our product line. And I was just dying. I'm like, dying. I'm like, oh, did you call the right girl right now? Do you have time to talk? So I'll be working on him. But anyway, I thought it was really funny. I mean, everybody's doing it now, right?
Yeah.
Let's just add on a CBD product on our whatever we got.
Yeah, that's about right. They did that hamburger the other day.
I think the award was given by the Direct Selling News.
Direct Selling News.
Direct Selling Association?
Yeah. That's what it says on the back there.
Direct Selling News.
Well, the Direct Selling Association, the news.
Okay.
The top 100 companies.
Awesome.
Be able to look that up too.
Yeah.
That's great.
another feather in our cap, as well as our hemp seal of authority, and which is awesome. Okay. You guys have anything else? We're coming up to 7 o'clock.
Hey, Laura, if anybody wants, you guys can all call me if you want to start a meetup and need help figuring it out. I've been through the ringer on it, so I got all kinds of ways and what to do and what not to do. So if anybody needs help or whatever, feel free to call me.
That's awesome. So you better give them your phone number. They don't know your phone number. Say your phone
You want me to
number.
give my phone number right now? Wait, isn't this recorded?
Yeah. Okay, when I post this, then in the comments, give them your phone number in our group. Okay.
Wait, what did you say, Laura?
I said when I post the recording of this meeting, then they should put it in the chat.
I think I did it. I don't.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. Yep.
Okay, you guys see it in the chat?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and she knows a lot about CBD and growing and all that kind of stuff. So she's actually quite a wealth of info. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have a pop party soon. We'll all come over and play with plants.
She lives in Menifee, for us local people. So she's local to us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We could compare plants.
Yeah, because Shelly's husband's a big.
Nice.
Don't act like he's a drug dealer, because he's not.
I try to be diplomatic in what I'm saying.
No, he likes to grow things too. He's very interested in that kind of stuff. But it's not like we have 3,000 of them, so. But I'll meet you in the dark alley, okay?
Oh, I'm not dark alley anymore. I'm Main
I'm
Street.
just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
But I can do dark alleys.
So where are you in Menifee?
I'm off of Scott in the 215.
Okay. I'm right down the street from you off Los Alamos.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, very cool. So,
Yeah.
but
Okay, you guys, I'm going to stop the recording right now.